People often ask me where we get ideas for cartoons. My answer is the whole world is full of ideas. And here are some of our cartoons that started out with a simple idea. As you know, Woody Woodpecker was born when he came tap-tapping on the roof of my cottage in Sherwood Forest. And knock, knock, Woody's very first picture was built around his early morning tapping on the roof. But ideas can come anytime, anywhere. For example, there was a story in the newspaper about woodpeckers ruining telephone poles. So we produced a cartoon in which Woody almost wrecked the phone company. And the title of this picture is To Catch a Woodpecker. Naturally, fairy tales are a great source of ideas for us. On one, we started with the story of 3 wishes and developed it into a film in which an Irish leprechaun, in the form of a green woodpecker, comes to the United States, where he meets Woody and offers our red-headed friend 3 wishes. Smoked ham was the result of a ham that was burned when one of our artists had a barbecue. Fairweather Fiends is a twist on the phrase about Fairweather Friends. Destination Meatball was suggested by Destination Moon. Wacky Bye Baby started out as Rockabye Baby. Then I remember when Davy Crockett was a national hero. One of our animators wore a Crockett hat to work, and before you could say, "Remember the Alamo," the story of Davy Crewcut was born. Many times ideas start with nothing at all. One fellow comes in and says, "What's funny?" And the story will develop from there. When an idea is suggested, the storymen decide whether it's good and if it lends itself to a lot of funny gags. The idea they're working on now started in just about that way. Paul said, "What's new?" Dalton said, "I saw a circus going up out in the valley this morning." Homer piped up, "Hey, it might be fun to do a circus show." And Paul said, "It might be at that. We haven't done one. There's lots of color and action, and there ought to be plenty of gags." Then they started sparking with ideas. Pretty soon they're working the story out with sketches and words, and even a little acting. Now I'll explain what they're doing. There's a big circus in town. Woody wants to get in, but he hasn't any money. He pretends to be a magician. That way he'll manage to get into the circus, and the fun really starts. So where do ideas come from? They're all around us. All we have to do is look for them and be ready to recognize them. Always keep your eyes and ears open, and remember that anything might be an idea for a cartoon. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.